Hello, YouTube. So I just finished up at Chase Bank. Let me get the date and time. It's Wednesday, January 5th, 2022, 11:04 a.m. I withdrew $7. That's enough to solve my problem at Wells Fargo. And I did indeed have a checking account, and it had 40 something in it. And it took quite a while. Like, I was like, well, I couldn't do it. She's like, well, yeah, it's with your business account. And I'm like, well, I couldn't access it from the ATM machine. They're explaining to me how to do it. And I'm like, I'm positive I didn't see that option. Could y'all come to the machine and help me with it? Like, I've got some mental issues, and just sometimes I just honestly, I just need some help. And yeah, it's one of the bad things about having mental health issues is it's not as easy for people to see as, say, missing a leg or walking around with a stick because you're blind. And so a lot of times just people don't understand that help is needed. Sometimes it's just like anybody else with a disability would need some help. But the teller, God, I wish I'd have caught her name. The teller was an absolute sweetheart. And freaking gorgeous to boot. But anyway, yeah, she came out and then and she watched me use both cards, and it did exactly as I said. It wasn't an option. There was just no, like, the prompts I was getting, neither of them, the way they were getting, neither of them made it look like I even had a savings account. But of course, I mean, she knew I had one because she just, when I was at the window, told me, and she's like, we can always come into the branch. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I can't always come into the branch. I haven't had a car for 3 months. It's very difficult for me to get around, and it's very, very difficult for me to get here at a time when y'all are open because it takes so long to get around. And she's like, oh, I'm just like, anyway. So I had stood there for quite a while, but eventually she came back and she said there was something, just for some reason the card wasn't linked. I have no idea why. And she'd asked, had I ever had a problem doing that before? I'm like, I've never had a need to do that before. And generally what I've always used that savings account for is like an overdraft protection, which explains why there was $40 in there. I used to just always keep a small lump sum of cash in there. Of course, I hate that I didn't actually tap it. I just kind of moved it to my business checking. But I just always kind of kept kind of a lump sum in there of not much, but just enough that in case I wasn't paying enough attention to my business account, that it would pull that money over so I wouldn't get hit with overdraft fees. But anyway, I got that taken care of. So at least I'm doing something positive today. Anyway, now I'm going to go into, actually, I should be able to do what I need to do with Wells Fargo at the ATM, thank God. So, anyway, today's kind of shaping up. I don't know, just feel so emotionally drained from all of this. But, yeah, at least I'm trying to flex my brokenomics here.